bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know.
Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes Andy Dalton and company. Dalton, of course, grew up in Texas, played his college ball at TCU, and now his home is back in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex with these Cowboys.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
He'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now we get our first peek at the Ravens offense, and at the helm, of course, the most valuable player of the NFL in 2019, Lamar Jackson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 18 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Out of bounds at the 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And now he's going to use his legs. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Cowboys.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
From the 39, Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. This from 54 yards away. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Rolling to his left. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Coverage there.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Dalton here from the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. 1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my Apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. 1st down and more for Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Now Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Steps away to his left. Caught on a slant. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help them.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's the fullback. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football, he does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Dalton hands off to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A 6-yard
final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Dalton's pass.
Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
Conversion.
From the gun, Dalton throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Des Bryant.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to take off with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Ravens have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Please take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw again. Dalton got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Dallas.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And it'll be Dalton again. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third and short.
And 1 yard to go.
Big spot. Andy Dalton. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Dalton's pass.
Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Lining up for the play.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Cox. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cox.
That's good for a Baltimore Ravens.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.